All I hear is talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she be down the ride, oh, I bet that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is J.H. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. We're going to give you 10 reasons why United States postal workers are fed up and why you should be too. 10 reasons. Stick around so you can hear all 10 reasons. Number one. Forced 80-hour mandatory work weeks, and you can't say no. Now, some of you are like, well, no, we wish we had those hours. But the issue is there's mandatory overtime and is legally enforced, Article 8.5 of all the union contracts, with carriers working 12 plus hours a day, 7 days a week during their peak seasons, but they don't get that V time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They specifically cut it off at a specific date, and then they re-implement it right after the holidays. Tell me I'm lying. They like, well, damn, I worked all these hours. Why am I only getting regular overtime when on the other times during the year, when we work hard, but we don't work as hard, we can get V time. But now we're working extra hard, we can't get the V time. It pisses people off. They treat United States postal workers like robots. They don't have a life. They lose their family time. And all they deal with is just mail. Recently, hours have been coming back. Not hours, more hours, but I'm talking about people are starting to get regular lives. Then they realizing that because of the economy, we can't afford to live without the overtime. Whoa, let's talk about it, baby. Number dosey. Right off the top of the dome, postal managers are getting bonuses for making your mail late. Let's talk about it, baby. It's a scam. Supervisors, they cut work hours because they say, okay, this is an 8-hour day. Tell me I'm lying. 8-hour today. You come back no matter what. You be back here in 8 hours. Y'all got those 8-hour days, right? Yeah. To meet their budget goals, because each station, in case y'all didn't know behind the scene, they have a selected amount of hours. We peeling back the curtain a little bit. They are allotted a certain amount of overtime hours. They are. So Station A has X amount of employees, and they have X amount of hours for the employees. They have X amount of hours for management as well. The EAS hours. Oh yeah, we giving it away, baby. So they tell you per week, you can only have this amount. And on this level, you can only have this amount of hours. So if you're a level 6, you can only have this amount of hours. You're a level 7, you can only have this amount of hours. Not for you, but as a whole, the station. And they do this for every specific station, right? So they cut work hours to meet their budget goals, right? And then they get bonuses, causing the delays because they brought the mail back, which overloads the carriers the next day. Tell me I'm lying. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. They get a fat check while you guys kill yourselves delivering Amazon packages and all the other foolishness and foolery that they got going on. Y'all already know we gonna get into it, baby. Number three. Y'all living like the Pony Express? What we talking about, Jay? Y'all are running routes in the dead center of the heat out in Zona, that's Arizona, Zona down in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. All my exes, California, South Florida, baby. When the temperatures are hitting 100 degrees outside, the inside of those easy bake ovens are at about 130. People were sending me pictures of the temperature of the inside of that truck. The horror is that many of the LLVs as well as the FFVs are 30 plus years old. They have no AC. Some of them don't even have heat. And a majority of them have faulty brakes. I teach this stuff in my class. The faulty brakes. Sometimes, you know, the 5 steps. Pull your brake, and some people will pull the brake and the vehicle will still be going. That's your fault, though. It's your fault. You should turn your engine off. Curb your wheel. But that's for another day. We're not going to blame anybody. We're talking about why we fed up. You think your mail is safe? No. This is number 4. Mail ain't realistically safe. Think about it again. I was talking to, I believe it was the lady that worked for me, my DSI, and she was telling me how mail theft is skyrocketing. They won't upgrade their locks. I know I spoke about it about 2 years ago when they were supposed to be upgrading the box, providing secure lock boxes. But the thing is, she told me is they said because the box in the back where they cluster boxes, they don't close all the way. They're not locked, right? They say USPS would rather let the postal workers deliver into the broken boxes because they're not locking, and then they'll get blamed if something come up missing. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Something come up missing. Now they want to have an investigative interview. They got the OIG on their ass. We have some thieves. Let's not even play the game. We got some thieves. They always get caught, though. I told y'all years ago, stop stealing shit. I'm not talking to my people because y'all ain't stealing nothing, right? But yeah, they over there stealing mail and shit, getting caught. Act like it's a game. Then we talk about number 5, which is safety. That's my forte, my fortada. The safety culture is a joke. Management will preach safety, but force workers to skip their breaks, to speed up, to ignore road hazards, and to meet unrealistic deadlines. And then people end up dead in the vehicle. They end up speeding and they crash. They end up rushing and one of the new ladies, because I speak to a lot of different people that are new, right? And they'll hit me up and, hey, I'm doing good 2 or 3 months in, 4 months in, 5 months in. She said, I did the route in the amount of time that it was supposed to be, but they're telling me that I took too long. They're telling me I need to speed up, but I'm telling them that, I'm moving faster than the actual route time, but you're telling me to go faster, which is uncomfortable for new people. And in those situations, if they mess up or slip and fall, we got the issues. We got people hurting themselves. It's crazy. They ignore the hazards and they have unrealistic deadlines. And the fact of the matter is, this was a statistic that postal workers are 3 times more likely to be injured on the job than construction workers. Imagine that. Imagine that. More likely to be injured on the job than a construction worker. These are the facts. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. It gets serious when I say talk to me, right? That's kind of my thing. Number 6 is uncomfortable. Racism, sexism, harassment, retaliation, and human resources does nothing. Now, recently, I've been giving y'all some information, and behind the scenes, it looks like or seems to be like they are attempting to do things. Whether they do anything or not is I don't know. But here's a secret. Discrimination and complaints against management, discrimination complaints against your coworkers, they seem to get buried. And the people that accuse somebody, they tend to get punished. For speaking up. It's weird. They protect the bad apples and silence anyone that speaks up against the bad apples. Tell me I'm lying. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Number 7. The hiring freeze. I was reading that yesterday. There's a hiring freeze nationwide. No, ain't no damn hiring. They're short-staffed by design. They deliberately understaff so that they could save money, give more work to the employees. This is every department. This is not just for carriers. And see if they can get the job done. They push them to work harder, which again takes away from the safety. They burn out the workers as well. And then when they want a day off, then they get in trouble. Here's the cold hard truth. They could hire more people. They just don't want to have to pay all the extra benefits that go with hiring another employee. Every day, people are just, I said it before, we losing people left and right. They won't replace them to make your job easy. Number 8. If you get injured on the job, USPS, within your 90 days, you'll be fired. If you get injured in general, they're going to fight it. They're not there to help you. The people that you give your life to, damn near, because this is a career. You there for 15, 20, 30, 40 years. get injured on a job, and then all of a sudden they're not there to help you. It's a betrayal. There's many workers. You guys write them in my comments. I tell you, I read them. I think it was 2 days ago. I was reading a comment. The workers get denied workers' comp and the workers' comp claims. Then they get what they call them, return to work immediately, pressure to return early, and they won't. I know my buddy, you know who you are over there in New York. He was saying that if they don't allow him or they don't have work for him, then they tell you to stay home. Then you get put on not administrative leave. It's something in my garbage. They get what the hell is that called? AWOL. They get AWOL because they can't return to work because they burn out all their time. It's weird. And then a lot of the doctors that they work with, it seemed like the doctors work hand in hand with them because the doctors are paid directly through USPS insurance to downplay your injury. Somebody lose half their arm. Well, it's not that bad. You can use your nub. What? That's just sarcasm. You get hurt on the job. Good luck with getting a nickel from the Postal Service. But that's where your union is supposed to be fighting for you, right? Right. Number 9. This is just a summary. I just read people's complaints. Amazon's bitch. That's what y'all are. Amazon's bitch. USPS workers are now package slaves. Yes, they give us work to do. They employ people. But at the end of the day, I think I was training a student and she was like, oh, well, I can't deliver because I didn't get my academy training yesterday. I said, well, yeah, technically you can't deliver mail, but you could deliver packages, kind of like Amazon and UPS. She said, oh, wow, we do that? I said, yeah, they have a specific day known nationwide as Amazon Sunday, even though we're United States Postal Service. Think about it for a second. Think about it. USPS sold out. They lose money on every Amazon package. DeJoy was even talking about that. But they still prioritize them over first class mail. As of today, whenever you're watching this video, April 2nd, they're talking about first class mail taking longer to get to people. But let a package need to be delivered the next day. They're going to make sure that the package get out there. That's right. That's right. Our own service is collapsing, first class mail. But Amazon Sunday's still there. And here's the final insult. The United States Postal Service, they're basically cutting your pay and your benefits, even though you got a raise. The moment that they implemented that table 2 or step 2 or whatever y'all call it, the two-tier pay system, it shows that even though the people that are up top, 30%, 28% or something like that, they're going to continue to work, but they're fizzling out. And the new crew isn't going to be making that kind of money. And I read an article today. They are trying to cut more jobs. They are closing more post offices. And they are definitely weakening the union. Y'all like, you the one that told him how to get out the union. No, I shared information. I don't suggest anybody get out, but the information is what I share. They're weakening the unions as well. After all you guys have endured, for those of you that have been here throughout the last 10 years, I'm going to give you a 10-year window, hell, 5 years. You have noticed a substantial change in feeling comfortable coming to work every day. People are stressed out because they don't know what the next step is. They don't know how tomorrow is going to look. It's your fault, Jay. You gaslighting. No, I don't gaslight. I share the information that's readily available for every single one of you. You can read an article. A lot of people don't take the time to read. But if you read the article, some people don't interpret the article well. I'm going to break it down the best way I can. Do I always do everything correct? Absolutely not. I own mine, though. I own mine. I'll screw up and say, hey, man, I misspoke the other day. But the fact of the matter is, the Postal Service as a whole is a great place to work. It just seems like, as someone said the other day, a sinking ship. Can it be fixed? I wholeheartedly believe it can be fixed. I honestly believe that we have a bunch of great people here that are on the same page. Regardless of race, color, creed, regardless of rather the age differences, there are a bunch of people that want to see this thing prosper because of the history behind the place. Will it be here in 100 years? Absolutely. Will it be the same? Absolutely not. Will we finally have normal management? Who knows? Who knows? A lot of people that I talk to say that management used to be great in the earlier days. It's a lot of the bitter employees that got put into management that have negative views. And if you've made it this far, we will be doing a live. I will be doing a live. I'm going to have a postmaster on, as well as Cam, the poet. If you don't know, check out her channel. And more than likely, I'm going to have a union shop steward. That's going to be the trifecta: a carrier, a shop steward, and a postmaster. And we're going to chop it up. And I'm going to sit in the middle, instigate. It's kind of what I do. I'm going to talk some tish. It's kind of my thing. And bring them all together. We don't want to divide them. We want to bring everybody together. Management supervisors, they ain't bad. There are bad managers and supervisors, though. Read in between those lines. Not every one of us is bad. Not every one of them is bad. But we can come together and sit down at a table. And for those that are sitting there in the unions and saying, the guy's a problem, look, I'm just a guy. And I bring people from across the country together. Together. You should try to bring your own people within your own local together. Don't worry about me. You do your job. Bring your people together. Be more welcoming. Bring them together. Stop trying to divide your own people and conquer. They feel like management is doing that already. They feel like everybody's against the regular worker. They need the union. They don't want to withdraw their funds. They don't want to, but they want to feel like their voices are being heard. This is JH. And I'm out.